Well, howdy folks. I want to kind of show something I got for the drone, little gadget, and see how it works. So I guess it's kind of an unboxing video, but I got this. This is a Firehouse Technology ARC V Strobe anti-collision light. Has multiple lighting modes: strobe, flash, spotlight, and mixed, and it's FAA compliant for all drones. So let's see if we can get this thing out of the package here and see what it looks like. Okay, so you can see it comes with a variety of 3M things, and here is the actual strobe unit, and then there is a USB charging port, so it has a rechargeable battery, and got the name, and then I guess the power button. So let's see how we work this thing. Handy dandy instructions. It says here to charge it, which we're going to wing it. And then it says tap the button on the side, unit will flash indicating charge for flight. Press and hold button for 3 seconds and release to turn on and off light. Once on, tap button to change mode to strobe and whatever. Alright. So let's press the button. Said pressing what? Tap button on side, unit will flash indicating charge for light. Let's tap it on the side. Holy moly, that was freaking bright. Okay, press and hold the button for 3 seconds and release to turn on or off light. So let's not aim it directly at the camera. Okay. So you can see that. Oh my God, this thing is freaking ridiculously bright. Okay, so you can press it again to change the mode. Now it's a slow blink. The first one was a strobe like you see on a plane. And then we have the third mode, which is just steady on. And then we have the fourth mode, which is a mix. Okay. And then you hit it again, that just cycles back around. So let's go ahead and turn it off. Okay. Holy cow, this thing is bright. So, alright, so let's grab the drone. We have the drone. Now, looking at the bottom of the drone here, you can't, I got this camera on the desk here on my tiny tripod. There's nowhere to really mount this on the bottom. These are your cooling vents. I don't want to block those. Those are your landing sensors. I don't want to block those. There's your power switch. Don't want to block those. So, and it looks like, if you look at this, the top is beveled. So maybe it will flash off to the side. Actually, let me get my scale so we can measure, see how much it weighs. Hold on a minute. I am always so not prepared. Alright, so we got the handy dandy scale here. Let's turn it on. I use this for my coffee stuff. So we are in grams. And with this, this is the Velcro fitting on the back of it, the 3M with both pieces. We are measuring 15 grams. Alright, so now we know that. That's half the battle, right? Go Joe. Alright, so let's figure out a spot for this. I'm thinking maybe center of the drone. And yeah, I guess we do it on the center, side to side, kind of balance it out. And that way, if I extend everything, or the top ones, we shouldn't have any fitment issues. Okay, so we got the drone here. And then we can set it right like here in the center. And if it's Velcroed, it'll come right off. And I don't, yeah, because the way that molded case is, you're going to have to take this off, otherwise the case ain't going to shut. So, no biggie. So let's put you down over here. We'll undo some tape here. And we'll kind of get towards the center of it. That looks about center to me. Okay. All right. So we are in position. So now if we turn it on and try to do this without blinding myself. Okay. So now I'm going to drop my camera, which is always good, Greg. So let's put this thing up. I think I've ran out of something on here. Okay, so alright, so now I'm holding this up above my head, and you can see it flashing off of the garage, but you can also see it blinking off the sides. So I think that may work. Alright, so our next test will be to not blind myself. Man, I'm going to be seeing dots for hours. So the next test will be to take this up, and it has been super crappy and windy here in lovely southeast Indiana, and now it's cold. It is like 50 degrees. So tomorrow we'll fire this thing up, you know, and I'll fire up the camcorder here, and we'll take it up and see if we can see it flashing off the sides. If not, then we may have to, I really don't want to cover those cooling vents in the bottom, because when I take it down to Florida, it's definitely a lot warmer down there, so I don't want to, you know, have this thing overheat. But we'll see, because the main reason I got this was to, you know, be able to see it when, because according to the thing here, this has a range of like 3 nautical miles, 3 to 4 nautical miles. So that's pretty far. I mean, I'll never fly this thing that far, but the farther out you get it, you can't see it. So this is going to help you if you want to stay within the FAA guidelines of line of sight. You know, this will allow you to be able to keep track of your drone. So that was the main reason I got it. I'm not worried about running into airplanes. I don't fly that high anyway. But I will fire it up tomorrow, and we'll do a test on it, and then I will fire it up at night, and we'll see just how bright this thing is at night, even though I don't fly it at night, because you can't take no pictures with it, because, you know, the video sucks at night. But we'll that'll give us an idea, you know, if you know, the intended purpose I got this, if it fulfills that. So stay tuned, be back here in a little bit. Alright guys, it's about 6:40 p.m. and it's very overcast and drizzling a little bit. So let's do a little quickie test before it gets too bad. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Okay, so you see that? Here's the screen, here's what it's showing. So let's go up to about 50 feet. And I'm directly underneath it, so I can't see nothing. There it is. Oh, this is really hard to do with holding it. So let's move it forward. So you can't really see it on the top of it, you know, until it goes back, and now you can see it. Maybe. There it is forward. Let me zoom in. And now when I come back, you'll see it flash. So where'd I go? Let's go sideways. Now see that when you're going sideways, you can see it. See that flashing up there? Now that's at 50 feet. So let's do this real quick. We're at 50. I don't know if the flash is showing up on the camcorder. We are at 83 feet. I've lost it. There it is. Yeah, I can see it flashing. Alright, so I'm going to bring it back down because it's kind of drizzling out here and I don't want this thing to get wet. Bring it back over to me. Right over, pretty much right overhead. Zoom out. Yeah, let's bring him down. An error telling me a propeller is rotating too fast. Don't know what that means. We'll go ahead and drop him down. All right. Definitely giving me an error. And it's beeping. Turn that light off. See if I can figure out what that beeping is. So I will be right back, guys. Yeah, guys, I don't know what that beeping was, but yeah, it may have been the moisture. I don't know if you can see, it's got a little bit of moisture on it. But so I'm gonna have to see if I can mount this thing if it's a little bit cooler out, mount it underneath it, and that way you definitely be able to see it better. So I will look into that, and but that's our kind of almost dusk, flight. Like I said, if you get it away from you and you're not too high, you can kind of see it, but that's pretty cool. So let's land her down the driveway here, or the garage, and you can see my screen here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down, and we're going to land. Pretty cool. Alright, so I need to do an update tomorrow and do it in the daylight so we can see about putting it underneath it and how well we can see it. So, be back shortly. Alright folks, we're outside. It's about 1 o'clock. Nice and sunny out. Okay, so there's the drone. and it's blinking. I'm at about 14 feet. So let's go up a little bit. Alright, I am at 69 feet. I can see it pretty good. Of course, I can't see crap on this camera screen. Hoping it's in there. And it's a little breezy out today. Probably gonna get a wind warning here in a minute. Should have wore a hat. I cannot see the screen. But I can still see it. So let's go up. I'm at 100 feet now. All right, I'm at 165 feet. I'm at 210 feet. And from the ground here, I can definitely still see this. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. So that's come down. I'm still sitting at about 190 feet. Pretty out. I'm getting aircraft signal interference. I have no idea from what. Well, we'll go ahead and bring it down. Unless it's my camcorder causing interference. Alright, so I'm going to land it here and we'll take it in the garage and I'll kind of show you what I rigged up. So, be right back. Alright guys, got it back in the garage. I'll show you what I did. I know it's kind of hokey, but it works. If you try to mount this directly underneath the Mini or the Mini 2, then it gets in the way of your landing feet. Okay, so I bought one of these cheapo landing pads. It was like $6 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. A couple of people I watched on YouTube were kind of dissing it, saying it was cheap, didn't work. But no, it actually does work. And I know when I had it at the beach, I didn't have a landing pad with me, and I didn't want to get sand and stuff in the propellers, so I used my landing gear, and it kept the blades and everything and the gimbal out of the sand. So it works pretty good. And in the yard, you know, assuming your grass isn't, you know, a hole deep to a 10-foot Indian, you know, you can take off and land without fear of your blades hitting the grass. So the only downside of this thing is it's not the most secure thing. So as you can see, I took a handy dandy zip tie and wrapped it around it just to keep it in case it fell off, because that's $6. That light was like $35, $36. So I didn't want it to fall off. Daisy, go. So, and I just Velcroed it to the bottom. And the Velcro that I use, it comes with 3M Velcro, but, and it does come with the Velcro strips. But if you go to take it off, it takes off the whole Velcro 3M piece. So this is the stuff that I use. You just get it at Lowe's. Works super good. and you can peel it off. Let's try this one-handed. I don't know about this plastic underneath here. I mean, it's got a really good grip to it. There, see? Came right off. So, and these feet do fold up. But, like I said, I just put the Velcro on there to make sure that it didn't come loose while it was flying and lose the cool little light. But, as you can see, I did take this thing up to right at 400 feet, and you could still see this thing blinking, clear as a bell. So, if you're wanting to keep track of your drone, and you're flying, out, then this would definitely help with helping you see it. So, that's my 2 cents on that. And now I think my camcorder, because I was standing right next to this, and I've never lost communication with the drone before, but when I was first recording, I got a signal interference. I kept getting a couple signal interferences, and then I actually, when I had it up there, I lost, when I took that picture, hopefully it'll show up, I have to look here, of the drone at about 400 feet, then I had totally lost contact with the drone. So this camera, as far as I know, it's a Canon Vixia. It is not a Wi-Fi model, so I cannot attach my phone to it or see anything from my phone, but maybe it's emitting something, because I live out in the sticks here, and there is nothing around that would have caused that kind of interference. So, but anyway, hope you guys liked this. Just kind of wanted to show this little doohickey and ways to attach it, and yep, you can stick it up on top here, just like so. But then you can't see it when you're flying up and you're flying away. So the only way you can get to see it is when you start like backing up and it's, the drone is actually tipping backwards. Then you can kind of glimpse it briefly. But I like the landing gear idea with the Velcro underneath it. And I might cut some of that a little bit so it doesn't completely cover the cooling vents. But you can see that little gap right there. It's still going to get some air through there. But there's no fans in this thing. So anyway, hope you guys like this thing. Give me a like if you do or not, and hopefully you got something out of it. And I'll put the links to the light and the links to the landing gear in this video. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.